That's right. This is Studio 10. This is Holly Sin. I'm Jerome Ritchie, and our guest next is Dennis Slater, the Chevy King of Tampa Bay from University Chevrolet. How's it going, Dennis?
Great. I appreciate the intro. The lead act.
Oh, yeah, definitely today, right? That's some drive-in music for you right there, good. Taylor Hicks. Let's talk a little bit to start off today about Cash for Clunkers again, because it seems like every time that you come and visit us, we do have an update for people.
Weekly update. Yeah, the program's still going on, still going fairly strong, and we're starting to see the effects of the auto industry. Though not many claims have been paid, there's been well more than 500,000 sales of vehicles throughout the country. The program's continuing. My prediction last week was it'd probably go through the holiday weekend, but there's no fear that it's just going to be, it's over tomorrow morning. I think the government's going to probably, when they come back from their session, their vacation in Senate and Congress, they'll probably review the program and set a date. When it'll be over, and then the dealers will have to continue to put their claims in, and over the next 3 or 4 months maybe get the money. I think what we've conveniently done here is the dealers across the United States have loaned the government about $2.5 billion so far in the last 30 days.
Yeah, so we want to point out it's not the consumers are not getting their credit and their rebates. It's the dealers that haven't been paid for giving the credit yet. I was reading an article today that talked about how I believe Chevrolet and General Motors, they're firing up some more plants because of the demand and so forth for all this.
That's good to hear.
I also saw an article that talked about how there's still, I think, some confusion on who qualifies for this or not, because a buddy of mine had like a 94 Buick Electra, giant car, drinks gas, but it didn't qualify. So
there's some interesting ones. I've gotten some emails and people that saying, why doesn't my car qualify? And you know, there's a government site and they've done all this analysis, and it's got to be 18 miles per gallon or less, and the purchasing car has to be 4 miles per gallon or more. There's a very detailed program you have to go through to make sure that you do qualify.
And speaking of you getting questions from people, they can actually submit questions to you directly through an email address that you set up specifically to be able to clear some of these things up.
Yeah, we announced it a couple of weeks ago on the show here. This questions at ChevroletofTampa.com. It goes directly to me. I answer the questions, and I've gotten a lot of interesting questions from people, which hopefully we'll start to read some of them, answer some of them on the air.
Have you seen a trend of questions, like one that stands out in your mind, or one in particular that people want to know about?
Most of them, well, it's been the two main topics of does my car qualify, and are you getting any more O10 Equinoxes in?
Sure.
Everybody loves the Equinox.
Everybody loves the Equinox.
So what is the difference between getting the $4,500 credit and the $3,500 credit?
Just the spread of gas mileage. So if you're purchasing a vehicle that your vehicle got less than 18 and you're getting 22 or more, that's a $3,500. If you're purchasing a 35 mile per gallon vehicle that General Motors has a number of, you get the $4,500. So we've had a fair amount of 4,500 claims.
By the way, everybody, if you want to go to ChevroletofTampa.com, there's a button now that will get you directly to the email to email Dennis your questions. So all you got to do is go to the website and you can click directly on that button as well. And you may have questions this week about OnStar, because we gave you kind of a little bit of a taste of it last week with the driving directions and so forth, but there are so many more features of OnStar that we want to point out today.
Yeah, we ran out of time last week. Jerome and I were in the car and we actually downloaded the directions that we got from OnStar directly to the nav system in the car, the navigation system. But a lot of cars don't have that expensive screen that's in the car, and with OnStar you can still get turn-by-turn directions. You just push a button, tell the representative that you're going to wherever it is, grandma's house,
and it is a live person.
A live person, and you just push the OnStar button that you see right there, and it'll tell you, okay, we've logged in your destination, and we'll give you updates. So you can start driving on a 5-mile trip or a 500-mile trip, and periodically as you hit different intersections, a voice will come on and tell you that in another 3 miles you're going to turn left. It's really a great little feature.
It's like we said last week, it's your personal concierge.
And
it really is.
You get emails that tell you when it's time to change your oil. You get an email if you're and tell you if your tire pressure is low. It's amazing. It's just a complete vehicle diagnostic and communication tool.
And when you hit the button to talk to the operator can also, say you're driving and you see a billboard for a restaurant, say 50 miles down the road, you can call and you can have the operator call the restaurant for you.
And make reservations.
Make a reservation. I had no idea even anything like that existed on OnStar.
Well, we talked about it last week that, you know, General Motors, it's a great product and it's pretty exclusive to General Motors, but they've only brought out the accident benefit of it. If you're in an accident, your airbags deploy or something something like that, but there's so many more features, and it makes it extremely convenient at little or no cost.
And that's one way you can prevent an accident too, is by letting them do the work for you and you not driving along, dialing your phone.
You're not fumbling around, pushing buttons.
Right, trying to write down a number from information and so forth. So another great safety feature that goes with that personal concierge type feature as well. Now we want to also kind of remind everybody this week that this is sad news, but we want to get you this information now so you can take advantage of this time period. Some taxes and fees are going up that nobody's going to be real happy about.
The state of Florida has raised fees anywhere from 50 to 150% for tag registrations and new titles, and we're trying to get ahead of the curve here. We're letting our customers know that if they're buying by this weekend, that they can still save a couple of $100 on their tag fee, and unfortunately we have no control over that. I mean, a tag fee is a tag fee. So when a purchaser is in there, they're going to realize in the next few weeks that that $100 tag fee is now $400 in some cases.
So you're saying this is the last weekend to squeeze it in, and one of the last weekends. How late are you guys are there obviously on Saturday? How late do you guys open on Saturday?
Our guys call me at 1 o'clock in the morning quite often and tell me
yeah?
that they're about done. You know, Florida Avenue is a late night store.
Yeah.
Wow. So just get in by this weekend to be able to take advantage of the lower tag fees, which will only last just for, what is this
well,
now,
you
4
probably
days?
have to have about a 14-day lag time, and,
Right.
and the fees are effective the first of the month, and if your tag work's not done, you're paying the higher fee.
Hey, can we pop up the website one more time so you can see the new button? It's actually, you're probably thinking maybe a red button, but it's actually to email Dennis directly.
It's the Chevrolet Gold bow tie.
The bow tie, yeah. Just punch on that.
Click here, and that'll send an email directly to me with any questions that you may have. And any question about
Right.
Cash for Clunkers, us, any other dealer, or a question you may have, just send it to us, and we'll get you an answer.
Marital advice,
straight talk.
social
Marital
issues,
advice.
whatever you want.
Whatever
Ask
it is.
him anything, folks. He doesn't
Ask
discriminate.
Dennis, he'll answer. At
Just
least.
ask Dennis.
Yeah, thanks so much, Dennis.
Thank you again.
See you next week.
Okay.
Oh, there's all the information for you. University Chevrolet is located at 11300 North Florida Avenue in Tampa. You can call 813-375-9250 to learn more, or go to Chevrolet